Alright, let's get back into some more recording for you guys over on the YouTube. Find traces of Tamala in the Elderwood. So, somewhere there. Here, you see clawed footprints in the dirt. You see strange slash marks on the cliffside. More of the same clawed footprints from before, but dug deeper into the soft ground.
Good to see you.
Ha, funny seeing you here. Out hunting too? Sure am. Then I won't keep you too long. If you're wandering around these woods though, you should keep your guard up. Tamala's not the only nasty beastie hiding under these boughs. Believe it or not, the beast of the Elderwood lurks in, well, the Elderwood. I've been hunting that thing for years, but it always manages to stay one step ahead. These tracks over here, they're too big to be anything else's. It passed through here recently. Could even be watching us from those trees. I'll fight it off. Ha! I like your energy, but don't underestimate the beast. I don't want to see something awful happen to you. In fact, if you're gonna be wandering around the woods, you should take this. It's a protection charm. Kept me safe for years, but I think you need it more than me. Heard you and Severa were checking out this nasty stuff filling the woods. Not sure what's happening, and it's all a little bit over my pay grade, but you need me to have your back for anything. You just let me know. Stay safe out there.
Come back.
T, I don't know what sort of cure you're looking for, and I don't care. Trying to harness this infection is insane, not to mention dangerous. Please stop writing to me. If anyone in the organization finds out I'm still talking to you, or even that you're still alive, they'll have both our heads. E. Abandoned notes. Quite an interesting little lair, this is. Judging from the old crates and structures lying around, it's likely the Umbrans used it as a storage facility. What I find most fascinating, though, are the human structures scattered about the place. It appears the Umbrans were all too familiar with the infected substance, though their word for it translates into something that roughly means solid sadness. Apparently, it tends to collect in areas like this with history. They've adapted the ancient water pedestals as a tool to scare the infection off. Simply pray at the altars, offer a bit of water, and you will find yourself blessed by the forest. I have a feeling this blessing is just a bit of flow, but it seems effective in chasing off small amounts of infection. This campfire has not been used for some time. Somebody left a basket of fruit here. This huge pile of straw looks like bedding. Mysterious platform with runic coverings in the base.
Hope you're having a better day than I.
Well, well. This is a bit awkward, isn't it, darling? You've been caught red-handed. I could say the same. Didn't anyone ever teach you to mind your own business? If you stick your cute little nose where it's unwanted, it's liable to get snipped off. I have been nothing but gracious to you and Severa, offering my valuable time to assist your little cause. And you reward me by slinking in my shadow? I know you're involved with everything. Everything? What do you think I gathered my ingredients and snuck out in the middle of the night to cast a curse on the land? I am an alchemist, darling, not the big bad witch others point me out to be, or paint me out to be. I've had enough of this charade. I attempted to play nice and offer my assistance. I don't blame you, little lamb. I know you're just a pawn on the Watcher's board, but I'm afraid you deserve a little punishment too for playing along thus far. So I'll leave you with a gift. My spell work is a bit rusty, but I am sure I'll be able to catch your tongue. Tamal pulls a runestone from her hip, leaning forward and murmuring a few words into her hand. After a moment, she blows a kiss towards your face. Gross. No amount of soap will cleanse you of this spell, I'm afraid. The spell I just cast will not harm you. It will simply keep you from making false accusations about me. The next time you cast aspirations, you'll find naught but compliments falling from your lips. And to make sure you sit and really think about what you did, I think a timeout's in order. You'll find yourself trapped in this cave for a bit, and don't try to get around things with a potion or teleportation spell. They won't work either. Get back here. Before you can finish confronting her, Tamala disappears from sight, leaving you alone in the lair. First of all, I don't want it to shove. Hmm. Oh, I missed the pile. There we go.
What is it?
Ulti. As you peer into the pit below, you can make out the figure of a boy. He does not seem to notice you. He also seems to be decidedly trapped by the encroaching vines. Hey, are you okay? The boy jumps slightly at the sound of your voice, and then begins struggling against the vines trapping him. After a few moments of fruitless effort, he collapses back into the ground silent. We already went that way.
Scare animals away.
The boy tenses, ready to dart away if you approach any closer. I'm not gonna hurt you. He looks very unsure about this, but doesn't leave yet. Nayo is really worried about you. Nayo safe? He's okay. The boy relaxes just a little more and nods. This place? This woods? Not good. Danger. Do you mean the infections? He furrows his brow and parts his lips, but before he can speak, his eyes widen in fear at something behind you. Butterfly, your flow signature disappeared. I'm okay. Before you can finish your sentence, the boy darts past you both and out the entrance Severa just opened up. Was that the boy you and Nayo were searching for? I feel as if I have missed some important information in my tardiness. Come, let us quit this place before we continue our conversation. I mislike the heavy air here.
We are here to protect you.
The air is not exactly cleaner here, but it certainly feels fresher out of the caves. Now, what happened? Fill her in. You begin to recount everything that happened since leaving Severa at the stables, but every time Tamala comes up, you seem to stumble on your words. I'm deeply in love with Tamala. I see. Are you feeling alright, Butterfly? Did she do something to you? Uh, Tamala is taller than you. Let us change the subject from Tamala. After you entered the lair, your flow signature almost disappeared. That is when I became concerned and started looking for you. No wonder I was not able to sense the missing boy signature in that mess of infection. There is some good news to come from all of this, at least. The results came back from the lab while you were gone. They are back at the stables. If you would meet me there, I think we have quite a bit to discuss. Before I forget, when that boy ran off, he dropped this. I think he intended for you to have it. It appears to be a rune stone of some kind. As neither Umbrans nor humans are subject to the Order's rule and flow, I see no reason to confiscate it. Just be careful with it. Uh, like to hunt infected creatures. I see. I would suggest you speak to Halcyon to start. Uh, Speak to Einar would be your best course of action, and
Come to.
what are my dailies today? Green onion and a sardine.
We are here to protect you.
Here are the materials I received from the Order. There are lab results, a letter from the Luminary himself, and what appears to be a diary recovered from an Order mission. I've read them myself, but I'd appreciate your thoughts on them.
A watcher never sleeps.
There are pages of introduction, methodology, and data. You flip to the section that has been earmarked. Results. Preliminary material examination revealed physical differences between infected samples and control samples. Infected sample A, flora, emitted a purplish black vapor even severed from its root system. This vapor persisted until the biological tissue simply expired. Examination of its circulatory flow system revealed trace amounts of substance X, echo. Infected sample B, fauna, exhibited further deterioration and complete transmutation. The circulatory flow system was entirely overwritten by substance X. Physical changes were observed throughout the sample. Biological structure began to transform under further exposure to substance X. Experiment B paused. And the nature of flow and echo. It was noted while attempting to contain the infected samples that the standard flow-based containment spells used by odor protectors had an adverse effect on infected samples. Infected sample A reacted by recoiling from the presence of flow. When fully contained in a flow shield, the samples shriveled as if denied water or sunlight, bombarding sample A with concentrated flow sufficiently burned infection from the biological structure but resulted in termination of specimen. Attempts to contain pure substance X essence via flow resulted in substance X presence diminishing and eventually dissipating. It appears that the higher the concentration of flow, the faster this dissipation process. Further experiments paused pending ethics committee approval. Discussion. It is my belief that the more advanced the cognitive and emotional capacity of the infected specimen, the higher the rate of substance X within its system. There was a marked increase in substance X between flora specimens and the varying fauna species, with insects containing the second lowest amount of substance X and mammals containing the highest amounts. Furthermore, the physical changes become more extreme the more advanced the sample and the longer the rate of exposure. On the nature of substance X, it appears to react to the presence of emotion or lack thereof. Coming into limited contact with the substance can induce an emotional state within subjects. Among the samples tested, fellow alchemists reported feeling of rage, grief, and despair. It is currently unclear how this transference happens, nor what mechanism currently determines the exact emotion transferred. The following is purely conjecture at this point, and must be taken as such. It is my belief, based on supplemental materials, Hunter's diary, that the substance amplifies the emotions of subjects exposed to it. Moreover, it appears to have some sort of primitive reflex to seek out and attach to sources of emotion. This seeking behavior, if it can be called behavior, is influenced by the intensity of the emotion exhibited by the subject. When an artificial calm was induced in subjects via approved rune working, substance X reduced to an inert state. This, this implies that emotional control and regulation could assist in rejecting substance X influence. More data required. Letter from Erwin. I have attached the preliminary lab results in a diary discovered within the Grand Archives. The reports coming from the Elderwood match those coming from our agents across Bahari. We have reason to believe the flow surge that kicked off these events originated from Kilima Village, based on your discoveries within the human ruins. On a personal note, I cannot emphasize enough how important it is we find the source of this infection and stop it before it spreads further. If this substance, this echo, were to spread to major population centers, it could wreak havoc on our citizens. It attaches to emotions and twists them, turning anger to rage and sadness to despair. Remember your training, shut off all emotion, practice your control, and stay level headed, and keep an eye on that human you are working with. This whole thing stinks of human hubris, and I will not have our people suffer for their people's mistakes. Hunter's Diary. A notice scrawled on the first page. Recovered from incident site 62B. No survivors recorded. We are calling the mysterious smoke echo based on similar reports connected to other human ruins. Day 1. Set up camp with the clients today. Guess the order wants someone to guide these watchers through the ruins. Strange to see order folk want anything to do with old human stuff. Usually see 'em putting up their little ropes and trying to keep folks out. Still can't beat pay when it comes to the order, specifically when no one else wanted to take the job. A lotta local folks claim the ruins are cursed, which is why they had to hire a hunter like me. Someone who knows their way around a bow and ain't afraid of some shadows. Should be fine, long as no one's stupid. I ain't one for all that superstitious crap anyways. Day 2. Started real early today. The head watcher, some guy named Fennel, made a big fuss about early walls, catching the worms. Swear I say one of the other watchers roll their eyes, or saw one of the other watchers roll their eyes. Got a feeling he ain't exactly a popular leader. He talked my ear off the whole way down to the ruins about his theories on the human disappearance. I asked him why it mattered, and he acted all shocked. Just don't see how some old dead people from before our time have anything to do with us. I tuned out the answer he gave. We made camp in the ruins. Some of the other members are acting nervous. The youngest one, Simu, says she heard voices in the shadows as we were traveling today. Didn't hear nothing myself. Suggested to Finny that he check in on her later. Day 3. Had nightmares last night. Same one I used to get. Had to watch him fall over and over again while I'm frozen. Try to move or call for help or do anything, but it's like I'm not even in my body anymore. Heard some of the other expedition members mention bad dreams too. Think those stories are getting to everyone. The worst was Simu, though. She had these dark shadows under her eyes and barely even reacted when I tried talking to her. Finny wrote it off as nerves. Apparently, it's her first mission since graduating. I'm not so sure though. She seemed nervous but normal yesterday. Today, it's like she's a different person entirely. We go further into the depths today, then set up final camp. Day 6. Found some kind of locked door mechanism in the ruins. Spent the whole day solving the puzzles to unlock it. And all we found on the other side was an empty hallway and some purple smoke. I thought it might be poison gas from a booby trap, but it dissipated real quick. Day 7. Simu disappeared. Spent all day looking for her, but it's like she vanished without a trace. Tried bringing it up with Finny, but he brushed it off. seemed almost angry at me. Swear he snarled at me like some kind of shadvark. Tried to write it off as stress, but I ain't so sure anymore. Thinking soon as we find Simu, we might want to cut this thing short. Uh, Day 7, same damn nightmares. Why can't I move? Day 8, Finney says it's business as usual. We'll start trying to open the doors in that hallway we unlocked. And if Simu shows up, then she shows up. He won't divert resources to look for her. Some of the others tried to argue, and he nearly charged them with mutiny. Ain't my business anyways. Day 8 ain't nothing behind any of the doors, just more smoke. What's the point of hiring a hunter? Not like I can shoot the air. Nothing's been living here since the humans sealed it up. Day 9. The nightmares ain't stopped. Barely slept last night, so I just kept watch. Could have sworn I saw something sneaking around in the dark, but when I went to check it out, it was gone. Day 10. We found Simu. She was behind one of the sealed doors. No idea how she got in there, and she ain't saying anything. When we found her, she was shaking like a leaf, surrounded by that purple stuff. I told Finney we should cut the expedition short and get out of here, and he damn near pulled a sword on me. Think I'll stay up and keep watch tonight near Simu's tent. The next few pages are damaged and almost completely unsalvageable. You flip to the next legible page. Trapped. Must have been Finney. He's locked us in here. Says we're all infected. Can't see how he's the one changing. Damn paranoia's doomed us all. I'm gonna look for another way. It's here. This is where it's all been coming from. That smoke, the damn smoke. Close my eyes and all I see is purple, and that thing. Finney was lying next to the pool as it swam under the surface, singing to it. Need to get out of here. Taking Seema with me. She took one look at the thing and just started shrieking. It ain't even leaving, but I'm not waiting for it to get hungry. That is the last page of the journal. There is a note attached to the back cover written in a different hand. This journal was discovered just inside the painted ruins. No traces of the expedition team were found, despite extensive search. There are no known hallways or underground pools attached to the painted ruins. It is a relatively simple complex, believed to be a temple to the Phoenix. The only proof that the missing expedition reached these ruins is this account. All members have been marked missing in action.
For the good of all Palia.
Staying safe out there? I read the logs. Yes, your expression tells me as much. I wish the news were more pleasant. The infectious substance we are dealing with is, at its core, semi-sentient negative emotions. This echo has the ability to change the very makeup of biological structures, and it is all over the Elderwood, apparently other places across Bahari Island as well. It doesn't matter. We'll take care of it. Yes, we will. Failure is not an option. Based on the diary, the source of the echo is likely to come from an ancient human ruin. Have you seen anything that stood out as you explored the wood? The big bridge thing in the south. No. Before you can finish your sentence, the boy from the caves emerges out of the shadows. surrounding the stables. He stops moving as Spira turns her gaze towards him. I promise, I mean you no harm. Spira lifts her hands up in an appeasing gesture. After a moment, the boy reluctantly relaxes and comes closer. My name is Sabira, and this is Butterfly. You are Ulfie. It is a pleasure to meet you, Ulfie. I'm glad to see you safe and sound. Ulfie tilts his head to the side, watching Subira blankly. You clean Echo? Uh, Something like that. I help. Forrest is sick. Do you know something that can help? Yes, this. Echo. He gestures at the stable, then the woods beyond, and spreads his arms out wide. It's really big. Do you mean it is everywhere? Yes, everywhere. You waste time. Look everywhere. Do you know how to find where it's coming from? There is tree, Zendri tree in the village. I go there. He gestures, reaching out his hand, placing it on the nearest tree and closing his eyes. I find sick. You are saying that if we take you to this Zendri tree, you will be able to find the source of the echo? Yes. Let's go right now. I imagine if it was that easy, you would have gone already, yes, Sophie? I try, I fall, sick, everywhere. Where is this under tree? Come, follow. Oh God.
You are free to go.
I think this is... Oh, let's talk to Naya real quick.
Oh, my muscles are so sore.
Oh hey, did you get a chance to talk with them yet? Neither seemed mad. Really? Oh man, that must mean they're really upset if they won't even talk about it. And what am I gonna do? You really messed it up this time, Niall. I really think it's okay. No, I know I'm not good at talking and apologizing and all that stuff. They have to be sick of me by now. Think, how do I make it up to them? I know, but I can't ask you to help me again. Friends help friends. You're right, and for some reason, I don't worry as much when I'm around you. I just need briar daisies and crystal lake lotuses. If you could bring those, I'd owe you anything you want.
Nice. Back to helping out.
Is it a hoax or a
I'm
truth
glad you're
you
back.
have
Did
yet to
Cleary give you the
discover?
book? She said you need to return your other one. Alright, you caught me. There is no curse. I lost Cryptid of Love while trying to read it up on the cliffside. It bounced off some rocks and into the lake. This light bulb, while unique, only shows traces of flow, not ghosts. And that curse was something I made up. Unless it's real. Maybe we can find the book someday. Perhaps, and then we have to find out how to dry it out. Maybe I should just come clean to Kaleri. Uh, do you want this tail? A lucky floating tail? My stars, I've never seen such a thing in real life. Isn't it beautiful? It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Once I return this to the floathanger who lost it, he will grant me any wish I want. But in the meantime, I'm a little low on funds for recompense. But I do have this rascal nip. Why don't you take it and perhaps you can catch yourself a rascal?
Oh, I have a feeling we're being spied on.
Uh-oh, yeah, this is... Ooh, this is gonna be a little bit trigger warning-ish. Elfie stands in front of a great wall of echo, covering what appears to be some sort of entrance. Trapped. I see. If we want to gain access to the Zendro tree, we will need to find a way past this barrier. We always figure things out. Thankfully, the answer is already at our fingertips. If you recall from the experiment log, echo is repelled by flow. The larger the concentration, the stronger the effect. And we have already discovered a source of hyper-concentrated flow, the staff in the temple of the cosmos. You help, Forrest. We shall certainly try. Now I suspect in order to gain access to the staff, there will be some manner of puzzle, challenge, or maze. The ancient humans did seem to love them. Of course, I expect you'll make short work of anything blocking our way, Butterfly. I will contact Gina and Hecla and let them know we are coming. I asked them to keep watch over the temple while we were gone. Tell them I said hi. I would if Hecla's flow network was not currently offline. Something is wrong. We need to check on them. Alfie, will you be alright waiting here until we get back? I go to trees. Watch. As long as you're safe. We'll be back soon. Alfie disappears up the nearest tree, climbing it as easily as if it was a ladder. Make haste, Butterfly. So let's go home real quick. We did not hit the trigger warning yet, thank goodness. Alright, Zeki.
Working hard or hardly working?
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Well, you gonna hand it over or what? Hand what over? Don't play dumb, you know what you stole. Give me back my precious package and nobody gets hurt. It wasn't me, I swear. That's exactly what the culprit would say. You ain't helping your case here, buddy. Fine, I see how it is, pal. If you ain't gonna return my stolen package to me, I'm just gonna have to get my paws on another one. Zeki always finds a way.
Sorry, Verba.
I hope this letter finds you well. I would like to thank you for taking time out of your day to chat with me whenever we cross paths. It has made integrating into life here much smoother than I anticipated. I prepared a small gift for you as a token of my gratitude. May it aid you in your endeavors. Alright. These stones I'm keeping on me. Alright. I think those go in the temple in town. Right? Yeah. Maybe by the time we get back, oh, that'd still be 3 short. Because that only makes 27. Alright, let's go in town. Is there any other quests that are ready to turn in? No. But this could be. Hang on. Let's go back home real quick. Get a potato, and I'm pretty sure I have a fabric.
I'm always here if you ever need guidance. If you'll excuse me.
Would you like to communicate?
Many thanks for the procurement of these items. Here is some sustenance as thanks. Please think of me as it passes through your digestive system. I found an ancient document. May I have that? Yes. These are the ingredients for human macarons. Oh, there we go. Now I get the recipe. Macarons are quite the delicacy among Manjiri because they use rare ingredients and are quite difficult to make. But I remember they were common in human times. The ancient humans had developed technologies that let them make the dessert taste just as good, using much humbler ingredients. Perhaps you should attempt the recipe yourself as a human. You may even find it easy. Tell me, do you know of your oneness? Yes. You are lucky. Most humans do not know of their oneness. Be sure to engage with your oneness for as long as you can. If you lose it, you shall become lost.
Please come again.
Have a question in every decision you
I'm
ever
glad you
made.
stopped by. I was
There's
wondering
an
how you
animal.
were doing. You got an overdue library book? Oh yes, I checked out a book about the natural history of Kilima Valley. Come to think of it, I haven't seen it in a while. I must have left it somewhere by the Phoenix Shrine. Would you mind finding it for me? I've been so busy categorizing the fossilized flow samples that I haven't had time to return it. I think the temple's puzzle was hiding something. I doubt it's just one thing. Humans had a lot of secrets, many we don't know about. The Academy may know more, but they won't be forthcoming. We'll have to do our own research. What do you think it is? I don't know. When humans disappeared, a lot of their records went with them. I think these places may be key to the truth of it all. Chat.
Sorry, didn't mean to take up your time.
Is it this board that they go in? No, it's the actual tower, the actual thing. So, I gotta go in here anyway. But we also need money for something.
I didn't scare you off last time.
Howdy. I got your garlic. The garlic sweet, and as promised, here's the book. I finished it, by the way. In the end, Jane got the girl and beat the bad guy. Who would have ever seen that coming?
She'll come back.
you would be.
Oh, so sleepy. Butterfly? Systems rebooting, please stand by. Who dares to touch my Gina? Activating defensive systems. But wait, I'm okay, Heckler, it's just Butterfly. I see, then the assailant has already escaped. I have failed to keep my Gina safe. Are you okay? I'm fine, I think, Hecla? My systems have rebooted successfully. I am, however, experiencing a despondent emotional state. I'm glad you're alright. As am I. What exactly happened? Well, Hecla and I were keeping watch, just like you asked us to. Then she just shut down. A fatal error was introduced into my rune working through the flow network. It forced a reset loop on my cognitive functions. Fortunately, I keep backup systems safely partitioned, but the recovery takes time. As soon as she went down, I saw some purple smoke, or maybe an orb, out of the corner of my eye. And then I passed out. I just felt so sleepy all of a sudden, I couldn't control it. And while the two of you were indisposed, the assailant took the staff. I know, I'm sorry, I let you down. No, you could not have defended yourself against such an attack. It is my fault for not leaving more protections behind. Whoever this is working in the shadows, they have consistently been one step ahead of us. This is my failure, and I will make it up to all of you, I promise. I suggest we all take a moment to consume nourishment and readjust our emotions. I shall prepare some stew for us. Thank you, Hecla. Butterfly, may I speak to you alone for a moment?
These books aren't gonna read themselves.
You can, after I put these in the board. I have to remember which one to go in. This one.
We are here to protect you.
This is the last time something like this will happen. I have been too lax with myself. Having a partner again, being in this place, I let myself get swept up in the moment. I'm sorry, Butterfly, truly, my oversight has set us back too many steps. Blame whoever did this, not yourself. Believe me, I am also blaming them. Yet, if there were no villains in this world, I would be sorely out of a job. The least I can do is protect innocents like Gina and Hegla. We are at a standstill. Our options are to find another source of Cosmoflow or hunt down the staff. Both of those things will take time. I don't like it, but for now we must return empty-handed. Do not let this feel like a failure. You saved Dolphy and gained us valuable information about the Echo. This is only a small setback. Meet me at the stables, would you? I had some things I wanted to give you before all of this.
Very well. Thank you for your time.
You're back. I was afraid you wouldn't be.
Here's your liquid nourishment. Please ensure you consume all of it for maximum emotional amelioration. I don't know if soup's the right answer here. It will not be very efficient to spend energy on worries. It is better to spend that energy making yourself stronger. Butterfly, I have prepared servings for you, and Sabira as well. Please ensure she accepts it as well. If she refuses... Recording. Yes. If she refuses, as my Gina is want to do, let me know. I have methods to get unruly words to do what is best.
Sorry, didn't mean to take up your time.
side quest real quick. Now, book is visibly by this entrance. There we go.
Make it quick.
Very few people come to this library to chat, which is how I prefer it. Here are the books. Interesting, yes, I suppose these are the tombs I lent out. And there were no other extras books you encountered during your search. Perhaps one of those individuals checked out too. Are you looking for something specific? That would be none of your business. The job of a librarian involves a certain level of discretion. Still, I suppose you expect compensation for your task. Here, some of the late fees I have collected. I hope this suffices.
At least try to be more respectful of my time.
We are here to keep you safe.
You are just in time. Soup delivery. This is for me? How different life is outside the Order.
Ah,
It's good to be reminded of what I'm fighting for. These small moments of kindness in the middle of such uncertainty. Thank you for bringing it to me. Perhaps I can give Hecklin my kanji recipe as thanks. Before you arrived, I spoke to Ulfi, or tried to at least. The moment he heard that we couldn't help, he disappeared into the trees again. I do not blame him for being so mistrustful, but even Order initiates aren't left to fend for themselves like he has been. As for why I asked you to trek out here a final time, it is not to witness my self-flagellation. It is to thank you. You have done considerable work here for the good of Palia. It would be remiss of me to let that go unpaid. I have been collecting quite a few useful things as we've explored the Elderwood. And if you are interested in more resources, I am happy to provide what I've found in exchange for Echo. It will be a long-term task to clean the Elderwood of infection, even after we seal the source. It's best to start now. I promise we will not be at this standstill for long. I will dedicate all of my resources towards finding the staff or another source of concentrated flow. Uh, I'll help you. You have done more than enough. I have a feeling we will need more support from the Order to make any headway on this. You will be the first to know if I get any new information. Do not be a stranger, Butterfly. I will be here whenever you need me.
Remember, the Order works for you.
Alright, we're gonna talk to Spirit and then we're gonna end this recording. This one will be up for Tuesday. Or maybe even tonight. I hope you have been well. I still have not forgotten your contributions to my last investigation. My superiors have entrusted me with a task I could use your cooperation with. Please meet me at your soonest convenience. Yeah? Well, why are you not showing? Go back to Chum and come back because she is bugged on my plot right now. Oh, now she's not on my plot. What the hell? Talk to her off my plot, and then maybe she'll go back on my plot.
You go on that big adventure?
Well, hi there, Butterfly. If it isn't my most favoritist human of all time. I was just looking for you because I wanted to give you this piece of candy as a celebration of our friendship. Thanks, I love candy. Everybody likes candy, and now that you're happy, I thought I could maybe ask you a favor. I checked out the latest issue of Potato Pods, the Rascally Leg Chronicles from the library, and then I lost it. Finding a book? Easy. Well, it would be, except I actually left it in the Elderwood. I was reading in front of this cave, and I heard a sound, kind of like a growl. I know I should have been brave, but I thought it might be beasts, so I ran. It wasn't until I got home that I realized the book was missing. Some kind of night-eyed bee, huh? You'll be brave next time. Thanks, that makes me feel a little better. Hey, if you find the book, I'll make you something really fun. It'll be better than just a piece of candy, I promise.
I got even more fun planned for next time. Loyalty is a virtue of the Republic.
Hopefully, you have brought good news. You needed my help with something? I have discovered the existence of an underground Gremlkin market here in Kilma Village. The market is undoubtedly linked to the illegal transactions occurring on the old trade routes in Bahari Bay. We need to recover evidence that the Gremlkin cartel is selling flow to Majuri Palians. What's wrong with selling flow? The use of flow is outlawed in all jurisdictions of the Palian Republic. Few Majuri aside from the Order are allowed to wield it in any way. If the Gremlkin cartel is selling any sort of flow-infused items to Majuri Palians, it is imperative that we halt their operations immediately and identify who it is that is receiving their parcels in Kilima. Tell Spear about Seki's involvement. I see, so he is the recipient of that illegal parcel we recently recovered from Bahari Bay. We need to seize any and all evidence of these transactions. What better way to do that than by infiltrating the market from the inside? Give me a hammer, I'll break in right now. Please refrain from using brute force. We cannot afford to jeopardize our efforts. Find the underground market, obtain the trust of its operators, then infiltrate it to gather information about any illicit dealings. I have faith you will not return empty-handed, but if I do not hesitate to reach out to me if you encounter any trouble.
Hurry now. There is much to do.
Ah, she's still bugged. God damn it. I tried switching plots too. Maybe go to the ranch and come back. There we go.
Illegal materials can and will be
Ah, you're home.
confiscated.
That makes things easier. I cut right to the chase. The path to the Zundra tree is now clear. I sensed a disturbance in the energies around the Echo Wall last night. By the time I arrived, whoever caused it was gone, but the wall no longer rejects attempts at passage. Did you see who caused it? No, I did not. Despite my best efforts and countless surveillance systems, even I need to sleep sometimes, unfortunately, and whoever this is, they're quite familiar with Order protocol. It's reasonable to assume this was the same person who stole the staff of the Cosmos. They had everything they needed to break through. I suppose if there's any consolation, our theories about the staff were correct. Where's Olfie? He came running to the stables just as I did. He must have sensed the disturbance in the echo as well. He's waiting for us there. Let's go through the wall. That's exactly what I intend to do, which is why I came to you. We're partners in this, after all. Will you come with me to the Elderwood, or shall I meet you there? I'll come with you. Good luck. Let's make haste then.
Very well.
Alright, we're gonna call it for this recording. The next one will probably have a trigger warning on it. I love you all. Have a good day.